Can I go? I want to leave out to the
Yeah,
area.
that's fine. No
Okay.
worries.
Sorry.
All right.
Don't re-enter. I think they just wants to make a phone call.
Okay,
Okay.
I have two questions regarding particular projects that you are implementing in our country, and one technical question which may sound even a bit silly here, but however I will start from that third question. When EBRD is investing money and earns the interest, who is the final beneficiary of that money? Where the money goes finally, the earned one?
It goes into the profits of EBRD. And EBRD is owned by 66 countries and two institutions, the European Commission and the European Investment Bank. We keep adding shareholders. You know that China became a shareholder of EBRD this year, and Lebanon became a shareholder of EBRD last year. So the profit gets essentially accumulated in EBRD, and we use it to increase our capital base so we can lend more or invest more. As of last count, last number I saw was that the accumulated capital of EBRD was 15.7 billion euros. So that gives us the ability to continue lending and to lend more in countries like Armenia. And the other thing that we do with that money, the profits we make, every year we give part of that profits to what we call the Special Shareholders Fund, which we use to finance some of the technical assistance activities, or for example, some of the grants that we give with some projects. The municipality of Jumri, for example, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it well, in Armenia, has benefited from a loan and a grant that's financed out of this. So part of the interest that Armenians have paid has come back to Armenia in the form of grants.
Have you ever heard such word as Amulsar?
Yes.
You know the
Yes.
Armenian geography. as
Yes,
far
I
as-
know. Well, I've never been, but I know
Okay.
there's a gold mine there.
We know that EBRD is going to purchase or already started purchasing procedure of shares of Lydian company, which is operating the mining there. Can we know the amount of the deal and how much are you going to earn? How much do you plan to earn annually?
I couldn't be able to tell you, no. I mean, I'm not sure it's public information, and in any case, I don't know. That's one thing I don't know.
Okay, why am I asking and why am I suggesting you to make that information public? Because the Amulsar project is maybe the most disputed project in the whole history of independent Armenia in terms of ecological things, environmental things. How you feel about participating to one of the most unwanted projects in that country?
Well, I think we every project we do, and especially natural resources projects, has to undergo very rigorous assessment on the part of our own environmental teams. And in the case of that project, there was no exception. So I'm aware that there's been controversy, I'm aware that it has been discussed, but I can tell you that we have applied the same high standards of environmental protection to that project as any other project we would do.
My next question would be about next of your recent operations in our country. It's about the energetic system, about $80 million to be invested there. Is that loan protected by sovereign guarantee? I mean, we would like to understand, is it a state debt or it is a debt of a private company? Who will be paying in case of problems?
If I'm not mistaken, this is a loan to ENA without a sovereign guarantee. So we take the risk of the company, and you know, I've been in touch with them, I've met them. There is a need for modernization of the electricity network in Armenia. There's also, frankly, a need for much more investment in the energy production, in renewables or in other sorts of energy. I think you are aware that a lot of the electricity produced in Armenia comes from the nuclear power plant, which is an old design, which probably has a few years left of life in it, but at some point should be closed. And I think Armenia should be preparing itself for a future energy sector where the Metsamor plant does not operate anymore.
Will EBRD provide financing if Armenia decides to build another power plant, a nuclear power plant?
No, we do not finance nuclear energy.
In no way.
No way. That's an exclusion under our mandate. It is forbidden by our charter to finance nuclear energy. The only exception is nuclear safety. So if you have an existing plant which you want to make safer, it is actually okay for EBRD to invest. We have such a project, for example, in Ukraine, but we would never finance the construction of new nuclear capacity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I will go find another donor for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think it's the last interview now.
There you go.